All right, Champions League football is back today, and at the Parc des Princes, the stadium of it's the stadium of a side known as it's a stadium of a side known as Bayern Munich. They obviously, PSG. They are going to be hosting Bayern Munich semi-final first leg as we wait for Arsenal to come on and really see what they bring on the table tomorrow as they play away in Madrid. So smash like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having super fun wherever you are. And this is the channel that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. And please, continue to see to it that we really get in on well as planned in there for you. So, I want to let you know that things are really moving on well in here. You missed me, but I'm back in here. And let's obviously get into this big encounter between PSG and Bayern Munich. Now, in the Premier League, the Champions League table, Bayern finished second with 21 points. PSG finished 11th with 14 points in there. And PSG scored 38 goals. And even Bayern has so far scored 38 goals in the entire Champions League season. And that contributes a lot to the many goals they scored against Chelsea. I think against Chelsea they scored 10. 17 goals conceded by PSG. Bayern has conceded 14. 189 shots for the side of PSG. 102 have been on target. 87 have been off target, and 82 shots have been blocked by the opponents in there for you. Then, when we go to Bayern Munich, they have 178 shots, 99 shots on target, 79 shots off target, and 52 shots blocked by the opponents. PSG averages a 90.13 passing accuracy per game, and Bayern Munich averages 89.98 passing accuracy per game. 6 points gained from a losing position by PSG, and Bayern has gone ahead to gain 3. Now, over the weekend, PSG went ahead to obviously beat Angers by 3-0, and Bayern Leverkusen went ahead to beat Mainz by 3-4, and that's how they performed over the week. Now, to get to this stage, obviously, PSG knocked out Liverpool, and Bayern Munich knocked out Real Madrid there for you. Now, previous meetings in between PSG and Bayern Munich, there are 13 games they've played in the Champions League. 4 won by PSG and 9 have been won by Bayern Munich. 0 draws. And remember, and I think their most recent outing, in the Champions League. And in the Champions League, they found themselves really Bayern beat PSG by 2-1. They had a game they played in the group stages. In the FIFA Club World Cup, PSG beat Bayern Munich by 2-0. And you remember very well, in the Champions League in 2024, Bayern beat PSG by 2-1 in there for you. So that's how things are for this particular side. And let's continue to break this down to the team news. Now, the team news is really very, very, very interesting, because Desire Doe and Nuno Mendes were withdrawn through injury at Anfield, but the pair made the squad against Angers, meaning that they are back. The Champions League are also expected to be boosted by the return of midfield metronome. That is Vitinha. That is really good for him. Fabian Ruiz also returned after an absence of 2 months with a knee problem, meaning that they are obviously getting back to their midfield of Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabian Ruiz in there for you. So that means that these players that PSG are really having a full squad in there for you. So the metronome of the midfield is back, and he'll obviously do a lot into that particular midfield in there for you. When you go to Bayern, obviously they don't have They're telling that Bayern's biggest absentee on Tuesday will be on the touchline rather than the turf, as Company picked up his third yellow card of the tournament in the second leg win over Real Madrid and is now set to serve a one-game suspension, meaning that their manager is out in here for you. Then Serge Gnabry is having a thigh injury. Tom Bishop is having a muscle injury. Leonard Karl is having a thigh injury. Rafael Guerrero, hamstring injury. And the backup goalkeeper, Ulrich, has gone ahead to recover from a thigh problem. So Joshua Kimmich and Dayot Upamecano will return on Tuesday after being rested in the win over Mainz. So that is it. So Bayern is really having very many players out, meaning that they might really get affected by this to the fullest. From there, we obviously head to what we call the PSG possible starting 11. Obviously, Stefanov in goal, Hakimi right back, Mendes left back, Marquinhos and Pacho in the central defense, Vitinha, Ruiz and Yao Neves in the midfield three, Dowe, Dembele and Kvisha Kvaratskhelia coming in through to do the needful. Then Bayern, Manuel Neuer in goal, Stanstick, Upamecano, Tah and Leyma. That is the back four. Then the double pivot, Pavlovic and Kimmich in the double pivot, Olise, right attacking midfielder, Musiala playing as a central attacking midfielder, Ruben Diaz playing as a left attacking midfielder, and Harry Kane leading the line for the side of Bayern Munich in there for you. So that is how things are really panning out for the side of Bayern Munich in there for you. And I want to let you know that it's really going to be an enticing game, one of those that you need to come out and really watch hugely, and you won't really get disappointed because what they are bringing on the table is really very, very interesting. Now, they are playing away at PSG, meaning that it will all end in what we call the Allianz Arena. Now, that is the beauty of finishing first, second, third, and fourth. And if I told you finish first and second in all the remaining games, if I told you play all the way to the final, you will obviously host the last game of the knockout stages last. So that is the beauty of it all. Now, there are some facts that I need to read to you before I give you my prediction. PSG and Bayern Munich have faced each other 15 times in the UEFA Champions League and 9 times across the last 9 campaigns. Since the start of the 2017-2018 edition, only Real Madrid versus Man City has been played more times in the competition, 13, than this fixture, 9. So it's one of those fixtures that has been recurring ever since the Champions League season of 2017-2018. Secondly, Bayern have won each of their last 5 games against Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League, including one earlier this season, one last November. This is already the longest winning streak a team has achieved against PSG in major European competitions. 5. Thirdly, PSG has lost 60% of their games against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League, 9 out of 15, with 6 wins. With this, their highest loss percentage against any opponent. They've faced 3 plus times in the competition. Indeed, their 9 total defeats against Bayern are their most against any side in the UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich manager Vincent Kompany has won both of his UEFA Champions League meetings with Luis Enrique. At Paris Saint-Germain beat him 1-0 in 2024 and 2-1 in November 2025. If Bayern win there, Kompany will have the most victories of any manager against Luis Enrique in the competition in there for you. So that's exactly how things are really panning out for this particular club, or this particular encounter that's going to be played in Paris. And I know you are waiting for my prediction. I really say 2-2 draw. That is it. Because Bayern is a strong side. And I think that even PSG has improved from the PSG they played while still in the table stages in there for you. So that's what I had for you. PSG 2, Bayern Munich 2. That's my prediction, and that's what I'm going to hit to call in for in here onto the Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later, and thank you for obviously keeping this channel. We love you, and we're obviously going to be dropping the team news of Arsenal. Then later, we drop the match preview for Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid, another big one that's going to be played tomorrow in the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium.